This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? We greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This channel is for movie lovers of all types of formats and genres. Doesn't matter if your formats VHS, Laserdisc, DVD, 3D, 4K, doesn't matter. Same with the genre. Doesn't matter if it's drama, science fiction, documentary, adventure, foreign films, whatever. You guys are all welcome. And this week, for my collection video, I wanted to focus on Laserdisc. Notice watching other people's videos, particularly on YouTuber called Cinefashions, he's still buying outdated formats such as VHS and Laserdisc. And I noticed a resurgence in nostalgic buying. VHS, people are actually releasing new titles on VHS such as Alien Romulus. So I wanted to focus on one of my favorite formats at the time, Laserdisc. If you're not familiar with Laserdisc, it's a home video format and the first commercial optical disc storage medium. Initially licensed, sold, and marketed as MCA DiscoVision, if you got DiscoVision, also known simply as DiscoVision in the United States in 1978. Its diameter typically spans about 12 inches. Unlike most optical disc standards, Laserdisc is not fully digital and instead requires the use of analog video signals. So, very cool genre, very cool format at the time. It was a big, substantial leap forward from VHS as far as video quality and sound quality. So I wanted to go over some of my rare Laserdiscs. I think about 63 in my collection. So these are the ones that are harder to find. This is based on my research on Amazon.com as well as eBay. Didn't find any of these titles on Amazon, so they're all eBay's. And again, with eBay and Amazon, only consistent thing about them is prices and products constantly change. So if you're a Laserdisc fan, please leave me in the comments what your favorite Laserdisc title is or the one that you're looking for. But other than that, sit back, relax, have a drink of smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We're back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. I'm going to kick it off with my first Laserdisc. This is the 1997 documentary music movie, Rhyme and Reason. This is directed by Peter Spira, produced by Charles Block, cinematography by Sean Adair. This stars just some of the people in there. B Real from Cypress Hill, Curtis Blow, Da Brat, Chuck D, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, Sean Reyes, Dr. Dre, E40, Grandmaster Cass, MC8, Ice-T, Razcast, KRS-One, Mac 10, Craig Mac, Master P, Method Man, Nas, and the Notorious Big. And this is just a study in the world of hip-hop done mostly with interviews in order to see why it is as popular as it is today and what the future holds. And this is again back in 1997 when Big was actually alive. Very cool documentary. Who produced this? Let me see. This is Now One Media. I guess that's the distributors of it. And online at eBay, couldn't find a pricing for this at all. So I have no idea how much this might go for. Rhyme and Reason. Next, I have the 1997 action comedy crime thriller Money Talks. This is directed by Brett Ratner, produced by Walter Koblenz, written by Joel Cohen. I wonder if that's one of the Coen brothers. The stars Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen, Heather Locklear, Elsie Neal, Paul Sorvino, Faison Love. Those are pretty much the biggest names out there. The plot behind this: sought by police and criminals, a small-time huckster makes a deal with a TV newsman for protection. And this is actually a really funny movie. They just came out with Blu-ray, I think, last year of this. And this is a Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema release, but I think Warner Brothers has it now. And online, this goes for about $30, I think. Right here. Yeah, about $30 online. Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen, Money Talks, and they actually have pretty decent chemistry together, which I find very interesting. Be interested if they would ever do another movie together. Next, I have the 1998 action crime drama thriller Black Dog. This was directed by Kevin Hooks, produced by Rafaela De Laurentiis, written by William Mickelberry. This stars Patrick Swayze, Meatloaf, Randy Travis, Gabrielle Cassius, and Brian Vincent. The plot behind this: an ex-con takes a job driving a truck cross-country. What he doesn't know is that the truck is filled with illegal weapons, and now he must fight to survive and save his family. And this is a cool trucker action film. Haven't seen this in a while. I know they have a Blu-ray for this. This is a Universal release. I don't know if Universal still owns the rights to this. On eBay, this goes for about $40 though, but very cool action Patrick Swayze Meatloaf trucker movie, Black Dog. Next, I have the 1986 comedy romance She's Gotta Have It. This is directed and written by Spike Lee, produced by Pam R. Jackson. This stars Tracy Camilla Johns. She was also in New Jack City. Tommy Redmond Hicks, John Canada Terrell, that's what he says his name. Spike Lee, Ray Dowell, Joel Lee, Bill Lee, Cheryl Burr. The plot behind this: the story of Nola Darling's simultaneously sexual relationships with three different men is told by her and her partners and other friends. All three men wanted to commit solely to them. Nola resists being owned by a single partner. And this is, I believe, Island Pictures, which was independent. Let's see. Yeah, Island. I don't know if anyone else picked it up since then. This is, I think, my first Spike Lee movie, and this is the movie where I actually started looking at movies more than just entertainment as a work of art. The cinematography, the music done by his father, Bill Lee, the whole black and white thing, very cool, except for one, I think maybe 3 or 4 minute part where there's a little dance scene in there and some color. Great humor, great kind of turning the tables where guys usually have the powers in a relationship, where she's the one that actually has the power though. So great movie. Online, this goes for about $40 for the Laserdisc. She's Gotta Have It. Next, we have the 1998 action comedy crime thriller Rush Hour. This was directed by Brett Ratner, produced by Roger Burbaum, written by Ross LaManna. This stars Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, Ken Leung, Tom Wilkinson, Z-Ma, Chris Penn, Carl Lennox. Those the major players that most people would know. The plot behind this: when Hong Kong Inspector Lee is summoned to Los Angeles to investigate a kidnapping, the FBI doesn't want any outside help and assigns cocky LAPD detective James Carter, played by Chris Tucker, to distract Lee from the case. Not content to watch the action from the sidelines, Lee and Carter form an unlikely partnership and investigate the case themselves. And this is a great buddy movie. Again, very surprised of the chemistry Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker had so much chemistry that they actually made 2 more. And I believe there's rumors that they're going to be a Rush Hour 4. I'm not sure how true that is. It's a New Line Cinema release, Image Entertainment. Rush Hour. And online, I believe there's an eBay bid. I think they're starting at $60 for this. Rush Hour. Next, we have the 1998 horror thriller, Disturbing Behavior. This was directed by David Nutter, produced by Armand Bernstein, written by Scott Rosenberg. This stars James Marsden, Katie Holmes, Tobias Mailer, Nick Stahl, Steve Railsback. The plot behind this: Steve Clark is a newcomer in the town of Cradle Bay, and he quickly realizes that there's something odd about his high school classmates. The clique known as the Blue Ribbons are the eerie embodiment of academic excellence and clean living. But like the rest of the town, they're a little too perfect. When Steve's rebellious friend Gavin mysteriously joins their ranks, Steven searches for the truth with fellow misfit Rachel. And there's Helen Mirren in this also. Let me see, Helen Mirren. No, I'm thinking of Teaching Mrs. Tingle. That's what I'm thinking of, a different one. Very cool. It reminds me a little bit of The Faculty, a little bit. Not so much, but just a little bit with the high schoolers and the little high school clique about it. This is a MGM release. On eBay, this goes for about $75. Disturbing Behavior. Next, we have the 1997 comedy romance, How to Be a Player. Directed by Lionel C. Martin, produced by Todd R. Baker, written by Mark Brown. This stars Bill Bellamy, Natalie Desselle, Lark Voorhees, Mari Morrow, Pierre Edwards, Jermaine Huggy Hopkins, Anthony Johnson, Max Julian, Beverly Johnson, Gilbert Gottfried, Bernie Mac. Those are, Jasmine Lewis. Those are the big names. The plot behind this: Dre is a young playboy whose only objective in life seems to be to have sex with as many girls as he can without getting caught by his girlfriend Lisa. Dre's sister Jenny and her friends Katrina plan to show him that the way he lives is wrong and organize a party in Malibu, inviting all of his girlfriends. And phenomenal soundtrack. I think Foxy Brown, Big Bad Mama was like one of the cuts on there. Very fun movie. Bill Bellamy's funny. A lot of very attractive women in there. Nice little twist at the end. This is a Def Jam, I believe, Def Jam / Image release. Online, this goes for about $76, a Laserdisc. How to Be a Player. And lastly, I think this one is the most expensive one, or most expensive one on eBay. This is the 1994 science fiction film, Cosmic Slops, the HBO release. This was directed by Reginald Hudlin. You might know him if you've ever seen the House Party movies. Ernest Johnson, Kyler Baker. This stars Jorge Amir, Larry Anderson, Noel Balfour, Jason Bernard, Arthur Burkhart. And in the tradition of the Twilight Zone, this bizarre, thought-provoking trilogy addresses the destiny of the world's minorities. Part 1, a conservative African-American politician must choose between his people's survival and appeasing his white colleagues when space aliens propose to share the profound knowledge in exchange for all the black people on Earth. Part 2, the Virgin Mary's appearance in an inner-city housing project forces a Hispanic priest to face the hidden cultural origins of Western religion. And Part 3, on the dawn of the Black Revolution, an African-American couple discovers something. George Clinton, one of the funkiest, most talented producers of music ever. His music's been sampled. Him and James Brown music has been sampled probably more than anyone in hip-hop. Very interesting story. Again, you have Reginald Hutland from the Hutland brothers, Warrington as his brother. This is an HBO release. I don't even think they came out with a DVD release for this. They might have this in VHS and the Laserdisc. So very fun. If you can find this out in the wild, definitely pick it up, especially if you're a collector of movies in different formats. And this one goes online. I think it starts at $91. Cosmic Slop, HBO. And these are my rarest Laserdisc movies in my collection. If you collect Laserdiscs, let me know what you have in your collection, which are your rarest ones, which ones you're looking for, if you're looking for any. Other than that, if you made it this far in the video, smash the like. Give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go and subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.